and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sandra and this channel has two goals. First, I want to solve your beauty problems, like for example, how to make your small eyes look bigger, how to do winged eyeliner for hooded eyes. And second, I just want to help you to find the right makeup and beauty products without wasting time and money. So if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you always get notified when I'm uploading a new video. And today's video is one of the beauty problem solution videos, because today I'm going to show you my step-by-step beginner-friendly flawless foundation routine. So I'm basically sharing with you all the tips and tricks how to make your foundation look flawless, beautiful and natural. So if you're interested, you should definitely keep on watching. Yes, I know the title of this video is Flawless Foundation Routine, but we're not gonna start with the foundation straight away, because the key to flawless foundation is just a very clean and nice prepped base. And the first step in my preparation routine is just to clean my face with clear water. And about once a week or every second week, I'm also using an exfoliator just to get rid of all the dead skin cells. And I really love using the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Scrub Cleanser. After exfoliation, my skin looks always very glowy and it also feels extremely soft. And I've totally noticed that using an exfoliator before makes my foundation always look 100 times better, really flawless, really beautiful. I have normal to dry skin, but more on the drier side. So I'm always looking for makeup and beauty products with a lot of moisture and hydration in it. And after removing my exfoliator, I'm just taking the Catrice Hydro Plumping Serum, because this gives my skin a little bit of moisture and it also fills in my little fine lines around my mouth. And then I let it just sink into my skin for about 10 to 20 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm just applying an eye moisturizer. Here I'm taking the Rice's Moisturizing Eye Cream, because I also want to have a very nice prepped base for the concealer. After my skin has completely absorbed the serum, I'm taking a very hydrating moisturizer, and I'm recently obsessed with the Origins A Perfect World Moisturizer. I've used this for years and then I just somehow forgot about it, but I've rediscovered it and I still love it, because it provides my skin with so much moisture and hydration, but make sure you only take a little bit because it's a very thick and heavy cream. So now we have a very nice prep base, but I'm going to let all the products sink into my skin for about 10 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm just doing quickly my eye makeup off camera. So eye makeup is done and now we're actually at the point where we want to apply some makeup. And of course you can take now your foundation and just apply it right onto your face, but I personally recommend using a primer, just a layer between your skin and your foundation. The purpose of a primer is just to create a nice and even base and also to make your foundation last longer on your skin. But there are so many primers on the market with additional benefits, like for example pore minimizing primers, color correcting primers or hydrating primers. I personally love using pore minimizing primers, especially around my nose and between my eyebrows, because these are the spots where I have the largest pores. And on the rest of my face I'm always using a hydrating primer, because like I've mentioned before, I have normal to dry skin. At the moment my skin is a little bit dry, so I need every kind of extra hydration and moisture. I just take a little bit of the product and just work it into my skin, and then I let it sit for about 2 minutes before I apply the foundation. And after a few minutes I'm just taking my beloved L'Oreal Perfect Match Foundation. It has a medium coverage, but it's a very glowy and dewy foundation, so perfect for my skin type. Which foundation you take really depends on your preference and your skin type, because there are so many different foundations out there, dewy and glowy ones, matte ones, pore minimizing foundations, all that kind of stuff. But you really have to make sure that you figure out which skin type you have and then just try a couple of foundations for your skin type to figure out which one you like the most. When it comes to foundation, less is definitely more. So you don't want to apply too much foundation right at the beginning. Take a little bit, blend it out, and if you don't have enough coverage, let it dry down a little bit and then just apply a second layer. And always make sure to blend the foundation into your hairline, onto your ears and also down your neck, because otherwise it looks very unnatural and you really want to avoid to blend your foundation only until your jawline and not on your neck, that really doesn't look good, because especially if your foundation is a little bit darker than your neck, you can totally tell that you have foundation on. There are so many possibilities how to apply foundation with the beauty sponge, brushes or your fingers, but I personally prefer using a damp beauty sponge because this beauty tool always gives me the most beautiful result. It's super easy to blend out the foundation, and my foundation always looks very natural, beautiful, airbrushed. A beauty sponge also takes away the excess product, so you don't have too much product on your face that makes your whole foundation look very heavy and cakey. If you have pimples, don't do the mistake and apply a ton of foundation on top, because that makes your foundation just look unnatural and very cakey and heavy. Instead of that, just take a concealer. You can take the one that you apply underneath your eyes, but it shouldn't be too light or too dark. It should be only a little bit lighter than your foundation. Yes, I know I don't have any pimples on my face right at the moment, so I'm only pretending that I have some, just to show you how to cover them. Put a little bit onto your pimple, let it dry for about 15 seconds, and then just blend the concealer out with your finger or a concealer buffer brush. I will not recommend using a beauty sponge because that always takes away too much product, and that's the opposite of the thing that we want. We want full coverage to make the pimple completely invisible. And to make the concealer stay in place, just take a little bit of setting powder. If you have oily skin, it's clear that you have to set your foundation a little bit with face powder, and face powder is going to be your best friend. But if you have dry skin like me, face powder is just your worst enemy, except maybe in the summer when you're sweating like hell. But if you have dry skin and you're not sweating, just leave out face powder, because this makes your skin look even drier and it also accentuates your dry spots. I personally noticed that only a few spots in my face are getting oily when I'm sweating, not my whole face, only my forehead a little bit and also my pore area around my nose. And when this happens, I'm only applying a little bit of powder right on the spots, not on my whole face. So now I'm just going to cover my dark under eye circles, and I'm taking my beloved concealer, that one from Maybelline, the Instant Anti-Age Rewind Concealer. I'm always setting my concealer with a little bit of powder just to prevent creasing. And for that I'm taking the New Delusion Loose Powder from Catrice. But it also helps to cover my pores completely because they are still a little bit visible, even though I've applied the pore minimizing primer. So I'm just applying a little bit on the brush. This one is originally a highlighter brush, but I think it fits perfectly underneath my eyes and it makes it so easy to set my under eye area. And I also apply the powder right on top of the pores. I gently press the brush against the pores, and that's by far the easiest way to just conceal them completely. So the foundation looks already very flawless and beautiful, but I've recently discovered a trick that makes your foundation look even better and more glowy, dewy, and it also makes your foundation last longer on your skin. And for that you just need a normal fixing spray. Mine is from Catrice, the Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. And then you just spray a good amount of the setting spray on top of your foundation, but of course not so much that it's dripping down your face, but definitely more than you would normally apply just to set your whole makeup in place. And then just wait about 10 to 30 seconds because we want the setting spray to be really tacky, not completely dry. And then just take your beauty sponge and press the setting spray into your foundation and into your skin, because this really helps to lock the foundation into your skin to make it last longer, and the foundation also looks more natural, flawless and beautiful than without the step. So now I'm really quickly going to apply the rest of my makeup. I'm so sorry guys, but I've placed the part with the fixing spray in the wrong order because that's a pretty new step for me. So if you're doing a step with this fixing spray, make sure you apply it before you apply any face powder on top. And that's the reason I'm just applying the loose powder now again onto my pores. And the last tip to make your foundation really beautiful and flawless is just to take a setting or fixing spray again and just spray a decent layer of the spray on top of all the bronzer, foundation and all that face makeup that you have on. really helps to make the foundation lock into your skin, to make it last longer in your skin, and also to make it look less powdery. So guys, now you've seen my step-by-step flawless foundation routine for beginners, and I really hope this video was helpful for you. Of course, if you have any beauty or makeup problem, feel free to just write it down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!